ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। International Women's Day 2023. March 8th is International Women's Day, a day dedicated to honoring the social, cultural, economic, and political accomplishment of women. The theme for this year, Digit All, Innovation and Technology for Gender Equality. This theme is aligned with the priority theme for the upcoming 67th session of Commission on the Status of Women. International Women Day theme of this year will highlight the significance of protecting women's and girls' rights in digital spaces and addressing online gender-based violence under the theme Digital, Innovation and Technology for Gender Equality. Some other goals set to cater to International Women's Day. First is the awareness of women and girls about their rights and civic engagement can be raised by using a gender responsive approach to innovation, technology, and digital education. Second is to reduce the growing disparities between men and women in terms of access to and proficiency with digital technologies, with women falling behind as a result of this digital gender gap. And third is digital technology advancement present enormous opportunities for tackling humanitarian and development issues and achieving the sustainable developmental goals set forth in the 2030 agenda. Among all of these goals, today we will talk about online safety of women and girls. The most popular social media platform in these days are Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. These came into existence in early 2000s. However, it is only in the last decades that these platforms started to have a significant degree of influence on people's social, cultural, and political lives. This happened as social media platforms developed their mobile applications and technologies became more user friendly and accessible. Today, according to studies, a person spends an average of 180 to 240 minutes per day on social media. In India, where the number of internet users is pegged at half a billion, 26 million new female users were added in period of a year as November 2019 in the period of pandemic. Indeed, the rate of increase in female internet user is higher than that of the male counterparts in 18 and 19s. The number of female users grew up by 27% higher than 22% of males. In absolute numbers, however, India's female online population is only half that of males. The gap is worse in the rural regions. It is more important to bridge this gap in order to expand economic or business opportunities for women as well as the mean of communication and social interactions and opportunities for their political mobilization and participation. Data also shows that 52% of women users in India do not trust internet with their personal informations. Women are 26% less likely to access mobile internet due to misogyny, harassment, and revenge porn. A survey conducted by Plan International, a non-governmental agency, and it is an NGO working for children's rights and equality for girls in India, shows then that more than half, 58% of women have faced online harassment or abuse. The survey polled for 14,000 girls and young women aged 15 to 25 in 22 countries, including Brazil, Pakistan, India, Nigeria, Spain, Thailand, USA, and Canada. It shows that 1 in 5 girls, about 19%, have left or significantly reduced use of social media platform after being harassed, while another 1 in 10 have changed the way to express themselves on social spaces. Attacks were most common on Facebook, and nearly half of girls targeted had been threatened with physical or sexual violence, according to the poll. Many said the abuse took a mental toll and a quarter felt physically unsafe. Driving girls out of online spaces is hugely disempowering in an increasingly digital world and damages their ability to see, hear, and become leaders. Sexual abuse on social media platform may take various forms including sending unrequested nude images, pressuring a victim to send sexually explicit images, emails, chats or texts, sharing unsolicited pornography images or videos with victim, and taking sexually content of victim without their consent. Reinforcing rape culture on social media has significant effects and may contribute to a lack of reporting crimes. And in between these very less number of reports, only one in every three of all rape cases get reported. Sexual abuse on social media platform may take various forms including sending unrequested nude images, pressuring a victim to send sexual images, email, chats or texts, sharing unsolicited pornography images or videos, and taking sexually content of the victim without their consent. Reinforcing rape culture on social media has significant effects and may contribute to a lack of reporting crimes. Only one in every three of all rape cases gets reported. Of these, fewer, very few, less than 40% only appear before judge and jury. Teenagers may have a harder time reporting online sexual assault, fearing verbal repercussions from strangers. And if we place the spotlight on online violence against women and politics, an emerging and pervasive form of violence deserving global priority attention, while misogynist attitudes and regressive gender norms driving women's political participation are at the heart of the issue of online violence against women in politics. The critical role of social media platform is exhibiting this culture of misogamy must not be underestimated. Instances of gendered disinformation, campaigns on Facebook, Twitter, and many other platforms. Often these disinformation campaigns are sexually charged or they try to discredit the professional achievements of women by spreading fake stories about their personal lives. Some of the most common forms of online harassments are trolling, doxing. Trolling is the act of using inflammatory or off topic messages to spread discord and resentment in an online community. The individuals or organizations performing such acts are known as the trolls. Trolling is digital equivalent of mob lynching. Threats about physical harm and sexual harassment. A common reaction to people posting their opinions on social media is threat of causing physical or sexual harm. Beside many people forward indecent comments and lewd remarks to women over the internet. Stand up comics and content creators talking about religion or politics often attract death threats and threats of the sexual exploitation. Cyber stalking. Many people aggressively follow the internet activity of other people. Perpetrators use internet, mail, and other forms of electronic communication to follow, haunt, and harass the individuals. Doxing. Criminals undertaking doxing collect and share private information such as residential addresses and social security numbers into virtual world. These cybercriminals often resort to doxing to gag activities and protesters. It is the online counterpart of offense of blackmailing. Character assassination. This refers to an intentional attempt to tarnish a person's reputation through swear and often unfair criticism. Cyberbullying. Almost all forms of harassment fall under the general category of cyberbullying. In fact, these bullies use digital technologies to upset the lives of their victims. Moreover, their activities are aimed at scaring, angering, or shaming their victims. Additionally, unsolicited pornography, revenge porn, hate speech, and online impression are some other forms of the cyber harassment. On social media platforms, men fights on social media just because of different thoughts and ideology by abusing women of their families. And if women political leader stated her viewpoint on social front, then she get sexually abused by men from opposite side. Very few talk logically to cut others' statement. Most of the ones target women and use unacceptable and dirty words against each other with name of women from their families. It brings shame to our society. At time of slandering or defaming each other, all forget that our young ones are also using the same social spaces. They are watching or reading us. Sometimes bad things happen. Our sister, mother, daughter, they commit suicide just because of the slander on or defaming on the social media. Now we will talk about the act law. The Indian Penal Code 1980 is the General Penal Code for India. After Nirbhaya matter, there had been some sweeping changes to make the act more inclusive and watertight. Though the IPC doesn't deal with online harassment, it proscribes sexual innuendos, stalkings, voyeurism, and outraging a woman's modesty. Additionally, it also criminalizes defamation and criminal intimidation. Section 354A proscribes the many forms of sexual harassment like forcefully showing pornography, making unwelcome physical contact, and sexual advances. Section 354C makes voyeurism a punishable offense. It means the act of watching or capturing the image of a woman engaging in private act without her permission or consent. Section 354D punishes every form of stalking including online stalking. Section 499 criminalizes defamation or the act of tarnishing the reputation of individual through words, signs, or any type of visible representations. Section 509 criminalizes insulting the modesty of women through any act, gesture, or word or violating her privacy. Today, when we are observing International Women's Day with theme Digit All Innovation and Technology for Gender Equality, it should be priority for us to focus on gender equality because it's the priority demand of day. Everyone should pledge to condemn sexual abuse and use of women as a tool in fight of words on social platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Respect of women in a nation reflects sobriety and dignity of its citizens. Youth has power to impact the world with values and morality. Today, from KCGC TV platform, I appeal to young girls: raise your voice against the cyber crimes and be alert on social apps. Don't accept any unnecessary offers or allow strangers to intervene in your private life. An appeal to young boys, especially to our students: promise yourself never to defame or abuse women because woman is your identity. Endo her dignity. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ.